Hey everybody, how are you today? This is Jim Prusak, physical therapist from the Pain PT, and I want to talk to you guys today about how do you heal? That's the title of today's talk. How do you heal? And I think you're going to be surprised by the answer because what I'm going to tell you is you don't do anything to heal. Let's think about this. If you've broken a bone, you sprained your ankle, you sustained a cut somewhere in your body, you've had a surgery, how do you heal? Well, the body heals itself, right? You don't actually do anything. You're not sitting there going, yep, I need to spend 5 hours healing today. I need to focus on this cut so it can heal faster. Oh, I better go here and try to get this bone to heal quicker. You don't do that, right? You just let the body heal. And this is the key. You let the body do what it naturally does to promote a healing process. And this is what your nervous system and body will do. Now, here's the thing with chronic pain and other chronic conditions, the issue is the brain and the nervous system because the body has a cellular process of healing that will take place in every single person. And the only way that process doesn't happen is this: we get in the way of it through our brain. Okay, and what I mean by this is we have stress, we have unresolved emotions, we have negative thinking patterns like catastrophizing, worrying, rumination, over concern. We put pressure on ourselves. We try to heal. We're trying to fix ourselves. We're doing all these things that we think actually might serve a purpose to help us, but in actuality, they're actually hindering our progress or making it harder for us to heal. So I've learned this in physical therapy. As a physical therapist, I realized that, you know what, I don't do anything to help people heal. I take zero credit for anyone's healing. That's because the body has a natural healing time frame. It doesn't mean you can't get stronger. It doesn't mean you can't do exercises for flexibility and strength and mobility. They're very helpful. But the actual cellular process of healing has its own innate DNA built into you and built into everybody. And there's a timeline there. And the only time it gets messed up again is from here. Now, and we have the studies to show this. They can predict now through brain MRIs who will get chronic pain. Okay, and that's because the brain messes it up, it gets in the way. One of the studies looked at low back pain, and they followed people for a whole year. They did a brain scan at the beginning of the back pain, and then they did it a year later. And what they found was pretty amazing. They found in the people who still had pain after a year, their brain patterns predisposed them to develop chronic pain, meaning their brain patterns were already there. These emotional, stressful brain patterns were already pre-existing, and they're what actually slowed that healing process down. Okay, and they could actually predict with 85% accuracy based on the brain scans at the time of the study who was going to get chronic pain. This is powerful. This is your brain. Okay, so when I'm saying here you don't need to do anything to heal, you just need to get out of the way and allow this process to unfold in you. A lot of times I talk about just acceptance and letting things happen and stop trying to fix these things. And this is the reason why, is because we have a built-in process to do that. We just need to let it happen. Okay, so what this means is you need to let your pain happen, let your emotions be felt. Anything you can feel in your body, I want you to feel it from a place that is of acceptance and allowance. Okay, we also know when people sustain an injury and they have inflammation, a lot of times people put ice on that because they don't want the pain. They think that's actually going to help. The ice actually in the studies show that it actually hinders the progress. It hinders the healing process because it slows down the natural inflammation that's there for a reason. The body knows what it's doing. The inflammation is there to flush out old damaged cells and to bring in new construction basically to repair tissue. Okay, we don't want to stop that. It's the same thing with a fever. It needs to run its course. We can't actually stop that. So we want to let the body work through its natural mechanisms of healing as best we can, and we want to get out of the way of the process. Okay, and so the ways we can do that is we need to stop ruminating, worrying, catastrophizing about what's going on. We need to stop trying to fix these things, fight against them. We're basically stopping the process of this body trying to heal. When we push it back up, we don't want it. We take a pain pill. We're doing things to avoid pain, to stop the pain. In the pain, as we know, especially chronic pain, there's a lot of emotions. We want to feel this pain. In your pain are emotions. You want to feel all of that from this open place that allows your brain to discharge this into your body. Remember, your body is your unconscious mind, and it speaks through symptoms, feelings, sensations. That's primarily how your body speaks. Your body is your unconscious mind. It comes from your unconscious part of your brain, your limbic brain, and it discharges it in your body, and that's what you feel. Now, we by human nature want to stop the pain. We want to stop it. But what you don't realize is you're stopping the healing process when you do that. Okay? You're stopping the healing process, or you're amplifying or aggravating what's already there by thinking negatively, by not wanting to feel certain things. So I want you guys to see if you can get your heads out of the way here and let your natural system do its thing to heal. Okay, this is really what we want to do. So you kind of want to sit back and just relax. I mean, if you think about anybody who says for healing, when you're not stressed out, your body heals faster. We know that. So you want to just decrease the stress if you can, relax, feel what's there. It can be very painful. It can be very uncomfortable, but that's okay. Okay, you have to realize that that's okay, and that's part of this process of healing if you let it happen. It's only a problem if you think it is and you start thinking negatively about this. This is what amplifies pain. When you have fear, anxiety, worry, concern, it throws gasoline onto it. And we know that from the research too. The body heals except when the emotional brain is overactive. And that comes from worry, concern, rumination, catastrophizing, or you're not dealing with your feelings, your emotions, and they're coming out physically. So you want to feel your emotions as best you can. They're in your pain. If you keep feeling your pain openly, you'll feel all sorts of emotions. You'll feel frustration, you feel disappointment, maybe some hopelessness, maybe some fear, maybe some anxiety. You want to feel these things, guys. They're not dangerous. All emotions are normal. You want to let these feelings be discharged in you, and you want to feel them. And then what the body does, just like with inflammation, it processes it out. It clears it out. But we suppress these things and we push it back up into the brain. And we don't allow this natural discharge to come through us and out of us. So you can think of this chronic stuff in almost the same way as an acute injury, where if you sprained your ankle, or let's say you had a surgery, let's say you had your knee replaced or hip replaced, you would just say, okay, I gotta wait, I gotta give this thing some time to heal. I gotta just give this thing a little bit of time to get better. And that's what people do. They don't try to stop that process, or they don't try to heal the bone themselves. You can't. If you have a cut on your skin, you can't look at it and make it heal faster. It's going to have its own timeline. The only way it doesn't heal is if we have a stressed out brain. So I want to point you back to this, guys, that you can really just kind of get out of the way of this process and kind of forget about this. Come at it from a positive light, feel all your feelings, and let this process unfold in you. It's actually no work. You don't have to do anything. The body will do it for you. You just have to get out of the way and stop trying to fix this. All right. We'll talk to you guys soon. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one.